Today I'm going to show you how to boost your hand function using everyday objects I found in my junk drawer, nuts and bolts. These exercises are meant for people in the final stage of hand recovery, so whether you have had a stroke, have another neurological condition, or are recovering from surgery, this is for you. One of the best things about using everyday objects for hand therapy is that it makes therapy possible wherever you go, like at home, in the car, or waiting at a doctor's office. Before we get started, don't forget to click the like button, leave comments, or share this video. Also, if you don't want to miss any of the videos that we're releasing, please click the subscription button or the logo at any time. Let's get started. One of the easiest things you can do is loosen or tighten a nut. So while holding the nut like this, I can use one finger and tighten the bolt, or loosen the bolt. Another thing you can do is use two fingers in a twisting motion like this. Twist, 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 or on top, like that. You can flick it, you can twist it. Another thing that we all need to work on is our tripod grasp, like holding a pen. So use two fingers and your thumb. That's great coordination, and that's how we hold our silverware, we write, we do several other activities with that. Another thing you can do is take washers, if you have them, and put them onto a screw. So you've got to work on picking them up off the table and then putting it onto the screw or bolt. And then, to make it even harder, then try to put a nut on. Ta-da! Another thing you can do is push or pull the nuts and bolts across the table. So if you can get one on edge, you can roll it, or you can just try to push it. Now again, we had flicking or pushing objects in an earlier video. I want to make sure that you're giving it a little more oomph when you're doing this. This is the final stage of your recovery, and we want to get that big boom and that big push or flick or pull out of your fingers. No dilly-dallying with the little tiny ones. Get it. Get after it. Another thing that you can work on is pulling the nuts and bolts into your hand. So if you have some washers like this, you can pull them into your hand and then try to pick them up. And then the final stage actually could be flip your hand over while you have them. So not only are you working on translation or pulling objects into your palm and picking them up, but then you're working on supination or rotating your hand up. How else are you going to get a low five? Another thing you need to do is work on moving objects from your palm back to the tip of your fingers so that you can put them into jars or put them down, etc. So one way to do that is translating it back out. You can just push it, or you can manipulate it. Another thing you can do with nuts and bolts is try to work on the precision of your movement by turning the nut or the bolt up onto its edge. So for example, these are really small nuts, but if you have larger ones, it's going to be a little easier. Nonetheless, try to turn them up on their edge. You can do the same with the screws and bolts, as long as they have a flat edge and aren't rounded. Another thing you can do with nuts and bolts is work on different types of grasp. So, for instance, there's one called a key grasp, where you pinch something between the side of your index finger and your thumb, like if you're holding the key. Or you can do tip to tip, which is the pads of your fingers. Or you could try tripod, like you hold a pencil, using your index, your middle finger, and your thumb. Last but not least, you could try using all fingers to pick up an object. This works on opposition and using the tips of each one of your fingers simultaneously. One last thing you can do with nuts and bolts is work on picking them up and then putting them into a container. You can use a big container to make it easy, or you can use a really tiny one, like maybe the top of a pop bottle or something like that. Nonetheless, work on picking things up, getting them in your hand, then getting them back out to your fingertip and putting it into the container. Thanks for joining me in learning how to use everyday items to boost your hand recovery with the exercises that I just showed you. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, leave us comments, or share the video with your family and friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you don't want to miss any of the videos that we're releasing. We hope that you are well on your way to recovery, and we're going to keep making resources to help you on your journey. Because with Saebo, there is no plateau in sight.